Hello guys and welcome to episode 2 of my Amazon Lord of the Rings map location series that I'm doing on my YouTube channel. In episode 2 we're going to be looking at Lothlorien, but on the Amazon's Lord of the Rings map for the TV series it has been named as Lóriand. Other names for Lothlorien are Lóriand, Lorelindonian, Lóriand and the Golden Wood. So today we're just going to be looking at the history, the first age, second age, third age and so on, some of the inhabitants that lived there, spoken languages, and just the entire history of it mainly, and then finally onto how Lothlorien can be used in Amazon's Lord of the Rings TV series and how it may relate, because it is in the second age. And that's the main bit of the video and main bit of the series, looking how Lothlorien can be used in the second age, what events happened in the second age of Lothlorien which may be shown in the TV series. But first let's talk about some facts about Lothlorien. So throughout the ages in Middle-earth in Lothlorien, the inhabitants that lived there were the Galadrim, which were the Sylvan elves, the Sindar, Noldor and Teleri elves as well, and the spoken languages were the Sindarin and Westron, but there was not as much Westron spoken than Sindarin. And during the second and third ages, Galadriel and Celeborn took charge and were the main governors of Lothlorien. So as an overview of Lothlorien, also known as Lórien, it was a forest realm and was an elven realm near the Misty Mountains. Originally it was settled by Nandoran elves, but then later through the years it was populated by Noldor and Sindar elves under Celeborn of Doriath and Galadriel, daughter of Finarfin. And it was located near the river Celebrant, which was southeast of Khazad-dûm, and it was the only place where the historic golden malon trees grew. And we saw these magnificent trees in The Lord of the Rings. And later on, Galadriel's magic revealed the power of her ring, Nenya, which is one of the elven rings. And this therefore enriched the land, which made the magic forest that we also saw in Lord of the Rings, which evil could not enter without extreme difficulty. So the use of the ring, Nenya, allowed Lothlorien to look beautiful and amazing as it did, and this was also due to the melon trees as well. And the only way Lothlorien could have actually been conquered is if Sauron had actually gone there himself and caused havoc. So that was just the main overview of Lothlorien. Now let's go into the early history and the first age. So the first inhabitants of the forested area, which was later known as Lothlorien, so at the time it was just a foresty area, and the people who found this were a group of Nandor that refused to cross the Hithelgir. Lórien was probably one of the scattered settlements in the area, but later, as the power of the Longbeards of Moria grew, it was a clan of dwarves, they relocated to the eastern sides of the Anduin River across the Nimrodel. The land in which they dwelt now, the forest east of Hithelgir and above Fangorn and below Mirkwood, became known in the Sylvan tongue as Lóriand or Lorelindonian. Now on to the bit that could be covered in the show. So in the second age, there were many Sindarin elves which had enriched the lands, and there were a big population of them, and they were all ruled by the Sindarin lord Amdir. The last Sindarin lord of Lórien, who was Amroth, who went to a place named Amroth in South Gondor in search for Nimrodil, and was then lost at sea. After his time, the Sylvan elves didn't have any lords until Galadriel and her husband Celeborn travelled to Lórien from Eregion. So this is the bit that could be in the show. Celeborn and Galadriel coming to Lothlorien And when they came, they brought with them a gift by Gil-galad, another character which is going to be prominent hopefully in the TV show, and that's where the links could be as well, which was given by the 7th High King of Numenor, Tur al-Dadion. See, now you can see there's lots of links between all these characters, all very prominent characters in the Second Age. And these were seeds of the great Malon trees, which were golden and beautiful, and this is where the Malon trees came from. He gave them to Galadriel and Celeborn because the trees wouldn't grow in his lands. So here was just the Second Age, and you can see maybe not as many things happened there, but there were lots of character exchanges between Gil-galad, Celeborn, Galadriel. So yeah, I think Lóriand will be a place that will be visited, maybe not as much, probably not at the start of the Second Age, because it was mostly just Sindarin lords, but maybe near the end when Galadriel and Celeborn come there, maybe the TV show will focus on it a bit more. But now let's go on to the Third Age and just the rest of the history of Lóriand. Now let's talk about the Third Age. So Lóriand was quite close to Mirkwood and Dol Guldur, and when Sauron's forces were attacking Minas Tirith around that time, Dol Guldur sent force to assault Lóriand as Gondor fought at the Battle of the Black Gate. In total there were 3 assaults. Although the Outer Worlds were ravaged and destroyed, the lands inhabited by the elves were protected thanks to elven skill and also Galadriel's power. Mordor could not have destroyed Lóriand unless Sauron had arrived himself. We said that earlier, which links here. Unless Sauron had come, no one was getting through with Lóriand. After 3 assaults, and they'd all gone badly, Lóriand sent their own forces to take down Dol Guldur. This attack was successful, and they took down Dol Guldur's walls, and this was because of Galadriel, who had used all her powers and took down the walls of Dol Guldur. After the War of the Ring and into the Fourth Age, Galadriel left Valinor, and the Elves of Lóriand were ruled by Lord Celeborn alone, and the realm was then expanded to include some of southern Mirkwood as well. But then during the Fourth Age it had started to depopulate, and in the tales of Aragorn and Arwen, the timeless elven kingdom, which was meant to look beautiful and wonderful, was abandoned after King Elisar's passing, who was Aragorn. Even after the assaults on Lóriand, there were still many thousands of Sindarin elves still living there. Then when Galadriel bore Nenya and went to the Grey Heavens and into the West, she was with 2 of the ring bearers, because Lóriand was populated and made beautiful by the ring Nenya that Galadriel bore. But because the ring had now been destroyed, all the power from her had gone. So now all the beautiful things in Lóriand, all the lovely trees, all the nature was starting to dwindle and decay as the ring had been destroyed, and everything started to fade, along with the extraordinary Malon trees that lived there for centuries, and it gradually depopulated. And by the time Arwen came there to die in 4th Age 121, Lóriand was deserted and in ruin. But after the death of Arwen's husband Aragorn in 4th Age 120, Arwen retreated there to die in Seren Amroth in 4th Age 121, where she gave up her life and was buried there. And that's the last that had ever been described by Lóriand. That's the last ever description of Lóriand properly in Tolkien's works. And that's where we're going to end today's video. Thank you guys for watching episode 2 of my brand new series. Hope you really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed making these as well, so I'll be doing more of these in the future weeks as well. So if you have any suggestions of what places you'd like to see next, put them in the comments below and I'll surely check them out as well. But next week I'll be doing another recasting videos. This week's video is meant to be a recasting one, but people prefer to have another Amazon map location video, so I did that instead. But next Saturday or this Saturday, another recasting video will go up. But until then friends, goodbye.